grand day to all. I don't know who is up, but I, I want to jump on real quick. I've been in for a while, listen to a little bit of music, doing some reading. I usually like to get my day started, fill me with some knowledge and information and stuff like that. I'm going to start this off with this song, Wisdom Seeker featuring Beloved. So let's just start off with this song, and I'll let you guys see a few picks, and we're going to talk about some things. Now my computer trying to do it. Siri, this is a Siri star. Portal opening. You see it? Terraform clouds. 4 dimensions. Do you see it? The wisdom seeker. We better be wisdom seekers. If not, you're going to stay asleep. Wake up. Get up. Who up? Who up with me? Play one more. Humility. TJ Cream. This is another I like. Grand Rising, guys. I love you guys so much. What's up, Rashad? How you doing? This one in the building. You know people still sleep. What's goody, brother? Shoeman, what's up, brother? What's up? Peace and love, brother. Let's finish up. Look at these storm clouds. I keep telling y'all about everything y'all do not quite. The moon portal, guys. Moon portal. Open the moon portal. Check it out. Get yourself. Look at that shit. Those are entities. Those are entities entering and exiting this realm. Make sure you're keeping your vibrations up. If not, you may be attacked. This is the time. We are in a great, huge spiritual warfare. The spiritual warfare against moon portal. Moon portals. Y'all think it's a game. I keep trying to tell y'all. I show y'all. And people still want to come against the truth and make up things in their mind that are being contorted by waveform that makes you believe false ascended reality. Get the truth. This is. These moon portals. Y'all see this, right? This is your moon that you think is a sphere. As I'm taking the pictures, let me pause this jam real quick. I'm gonna actually take it back too. I love this little music. This melody is fly. It's fly. It's fire. As I'm taking the picture, look at this. They put a CGI image in. Put a CGI image in. I'm looking. My particular phone, I have a telescope that I attached to it. It said, no, that's not the picture. This is. You guys see it? Moon portal. It was opening. It opened pure light to the other side. Y'all think it might look stupid, but look at it. You see it. I'm going to be quiet for a minute, just let y'all see these pics and see if y'all have anything to say after. Moon portals. Moon portal. I'm waiting on somebody to debate me. That brother Sanchez, he said he was going to debate me on it, but you know he's scared of me. He don't want to debate me on the melanin. He don't want to debate me on the portals, the moon. Yeah, he know. You know, I can bring nothing but the truth, nothing but the facts. Lie to you about nothing. I won't make anything up in my head that sounds good just to promote a video. I'm not about that. Opening your mind, opening the portals in your mind so that you can extend yourself, ascend from the simulated reality, go into yourself, be able to escape to the higher light frequency, the coding within yourself that will open you up to the spaces that you seek the knowledge about, believe it or not. What's up, family? I'm breaking up. Look at it, it just kicked everything out. Bullshit. Playing with me all the time. See, this is what I don't like, man. Let me say something real quick. Let me fix. Alright, now let me see. say I'm breaking up bad, bro. That every time, every time I try to put some information out with these pics, that's what happens. So I'm not surprised. I am not shocked. None of that. Let's see here. Is this any better, brother? I don't know if you guys know. You can. Let's see. All right. Let's see if this is better. My brother, what's going on, Mind's Eye? How you doing this morning, bro? I don't know if you want to jump up here and decipher some of these pictures, you know. But I'm just going over a few things, bro, and I want to make sure it's when I'm talking. Okay, what I'm gonna do is just show these pics, and I'm gonna jump off here and get on my phone after. Let me see. All right, I'll have to get back to it. Can you hear the music at least? That's what I want. Let me see. You hear the music? You hear music? If not, I'm not gonna play nothing else. I don't know if this is sounding any better, guys. Let me try to check this mic again. I did this earlier, and I thought that it kind of helped some stuff, but maybe it didn't. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let's try something else on the microphone. Can you guys hear me any better now? Is this any better? It's still staticky. My brother, what's up, bro? Is this any better, guys? If not, after I show you a few of these pics, I'm going to jump on my phone and be able to talk a little bit more. What I'm going to do now is just play another little bit of music, I guess, that I can hear, so at least I'm entertained while I'm showing you guys the picture. That's not fair, right? That's not fair. Oh, I'm sorry. But look, that's what I'm going to do because y'all can't hear me. I'm going to have to show the pics and then peace and love, sis. Hello, beautiful. I'm going to show show this and then we'll go from that. Let's see. Is this that song? I want to hear one more song. Let's see. All right. It was chopping at first. It's better now? Oh, you say I'm clear now, Mind's Eye? Man, brother. Okay, let me hurry up so I can get off this computer so I can get to my phone so y'all can actually hear me. This is so annoying. I'm telling you. You talk about something always trying to come in and frustrate me. Let me see. Alright, guys. 1 second. Going in and out. Jay might said. There's some bull. Alright, guys. Out of the blue. Couldn't believe it. Even when out of eye, I still couldn't see it. This is much deeper than blood. I couldn't believe it. Even when I was out of eye, I still couldn't see it. This is much deeper than flesh and blood. The we fighting demons. I've been double there by the devil until you. I get to watch me in the body of blood. Now y'all get to see me without a mud. Everything that I do won't be out of love. And I'm tired of trials and these tribulations. And I'm sick of my name always getting drunk. But no, I ain't budge. All of this money, you doing it. All of this time, you don't know what to do. Get counterproductive and counter. You be like you won't bring new to wish. You better get money. Get me from the block. Get out again. When you send no stuff in, they messes them up. When we be fine, we stay on our. All of niggas is stepping in. All this is fine to see. Because I know we got. I know ain't perfect. I'm making them out of one capital hill and I'm bringing them out of the path to them. I couldn't believe it. And when I still couldn't. Still undefeated. Couldn't believe it. Still couldn't see it. We fighting demons. Still. Yeah, guys, I know I'm still choppy. I'm on this computer these pics, but I'll be with you shortly. I wanted to show you these Corona pictures. These are Corona pics. You guys see or know these Corona pics? Crazy, right? Computer acting stupid again. Let me go right to my phone. Let me go phone. All right, guys. I hope you can hear me and it's not too much of an echo. Nope. See, I'm gonna have to cut the whole system down for the picture. So give me a moment, guys. All right, family. Can you guys hear me better now? This is ridiculous. I cannot even do what I want to do with my picks, discuss them, talk about it, play my music. I mean, I have never had these type of issues until I started to disseminate information with these picks. This is crazy. I am so annoyed. Latifa, Rashard, Rashawn, Schumann, thank you guys for coming in with me. J Mine, my brother, and Mind's Eye. I'll put the link out if you guys want to happen to join me, Mind's Eye or J Mine. I'm going to be talking about a couple of things. Feel free. If not, that's fine as well because this won't be too long of a video. My mind told me to really speak to you guys about some of the things that we talk about, right? A lot of times I'm talking about the spiritual warfare that we're going through, and a lot of times I think there's a misinterpretation of a physical warfare, even when I'm talking about that. We don't understand the spiritual warfare affects our physical as well. It affects the mind, the body, and the soul. All these three things combined are the things that will actually be able to clarify, to get clarity within yourself, to clear out any type of fumes, gases, toxins, uh, parasitic entities, anything that's within your body, it's actually working against you when it comes to a spiritual warfare. So we got to make sure that we are opening ourselves up to doing things that are going to be beneficial. Let's start by a daily cleanse. I'm going to go through something really quick with you guys, a way to start this. I know a lot of times we're talking about cleaning and, taking care of yourself and things of that nature, but it's not always easy to know how to start. Let's do a couple of quick jump starts, okay? We'll do this. I'll give you a very easy way to start a detoxing in 1 week, right? What you're going to do is set yourself up with a couple of gallons of alkaline water. You will do this yourself. You will purchase 5 gallons of distilled water, right? You're going to also purchase at least a minimum of 10 lemons for this water. This is only for the water, not the foods that you'll be containing. You're going to use 10 lemons. You're going to use 5 cucumbers, and you're going to use about 50 mint leaves. So if you can go to an area that has fresh mint leaves, feel free to do that. If not, the second best thing would be to get some mint tea. You can buy mint tea bags, and you can also put them down in your water to absorb the mint from that. So these are easy ways that you can start that. That's going to be your alkaline water that you're going to consume each and every day. I'm going to give you this tip is going to be for 5 days. If you do it for this 5 days, you're going to see the difference in your mind, body, and soul. You're going to have clarity. You're going to have clearer movement. You're going to have more energy to the joints and the areas in your body that you may be weak at, so on and so forth. So if you are interested in doing this, I'm going to do this one time. And hey, it's up to you. So when you do that, what you're going to do is make sure that you're maintaining the balance of no meat. You can take in some protein with a light fish. You can do salmon, tuna. These are lean portions of fish. A lot of people don't like to eat fish and don't eat poultry as well, so it's not a need. But if you're a person that does feel the need to eat these things, you can do that. So you can consume. Every other day, you can consume an ounce of meat, which would be your poultry or seafood or fish. Then you're going to eat a salad twice a day, once in the afternoon, once in the evening. You're going to eat fruit throughout the day. When you find yourself getting hungry and unsatisfied, just consume some fruit, munch on carrots. You can also spice up cucumbers and tomatoes with the red wine vinaigrette. Use basil, use thyme, use rosemary to season. This is a very good snack that will also energize you. What you'll be able to do as well is if you're finding yourself very weak and in the need of energy, consume a handful of blueberries. And if you do that, it will help you. I also have detox that will be able to assist with this. If you're interested, hit my email. I don't like doing promotions, trying to sell stuff, but if you're interested in something like that, definitely hit me personally and I can help you out. So if not, what you can do is start with a detox on yourself. Whatever teas that you feel are great, for your body, you can do that. I would suggest in the morning taking a slice of green apple, a slice or two of ginger, about 2 inches, and then you'll put about 3 slices of lemon, thinly sliced lemon, so that would include the skin as well. Pour this over a cup of hot tea and drink that each morning before you start your day. This is not only going to cleanse your intestinal system out, but it will remove any type of parasites and soothe your intestines so that you're not having any type of issues while you're trying to go through this process. Some people have never done detoxing, so when you start, it will actually feel a little discomforting, but after a while, it will actually cleanse you out. All right, now let's get back to the spiritual part of this. Now, what's going on with this spiritual warfare, guys? We are having battles of the mind, body, and the soul. The body is being battled with the tech. You guys have heard about this CERN machine. You guys have, we talked about this so many times on so many different platforms. Everybody talks about it. This is the imitation of trying to collect their soul. This is something they did before when they placed the moon into the atmosphere. Those pictures I showed, I wanted you guys to see that there are 2, 3, and 4 dimensions that we are seeing. I don't know if you guys visualized that. If you didn't, please go back and review the pics again, showing you the different suns and some showing you different moons. One of the pictures actually showed you the Sirius star, and they saying that you cannot see it, but if the sky was not visibly open that particular night, we would not have been able to see it. But I did capture it, so that did verify that the sky was clear and open that particular night. Now, with a lot of those pictures, the moon pictures that I showed you, I don't know if you guys had the chance to really scrutinize those pics, but those were like immediate snap, 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 snap. 3 different days. And there were different days that I found the moon opening. And the portals, when opening, there are entities entering and exiting through the portal. I don't know if you guys noted that as well. But this is not anything that's made up. It's not anything I'm thinking of in my mind. These are all visuals and they have been proven. So if you don't see that, I don't know what to tell you. I want you guys to understand how real this is, how deep this is, how important it is. We're in a spiritual warfare. There's a battle of your mind to actually try to ascend your soul and have it captured within a certain realm, because this is the simulated reality that we're living in. So when we're thinking about it, that CERN machine, this is what they're using it for. They're trying to capture the soul, be able to regenerate it, and they are doing that with some of the entities that are passed upon in this particular simulated area. What we have to do is make sure that we are strong, aware, and not low in nature. If you have a very, very low frequency vibrational tone in your body, you're able to be tapped into because you're stable. You're sitting at a standstill. So, when sitting at a standstill, those particular molecular frequencies can be tapped into because they're on a sound vibration. If your vibration is very high, if your nature is high, if you are cleansing yourself, if you're detoxing yourself, and you're not attaching yourself to the things in this physical realm that are parasitic to your body, parasitic to your mind, then you will not be able to be tapped into. You have to hire yourself. You have to hire your elevation so that you are vibrating so that the sequences in your bloodstream are actually activating the photonic neutrinos that are in your blood and sending that oscillating effect into your bloodstream so that it is vibrating to a frequency of normalcy. What's going on is the foods, the things that you're consuming, the things that are coming in, these things are actually breaking down your frequency. They are breaking down your vibration so that you're not oscillating to your full ability. When you're oscillating to your full ability, there are things that will actually happen to you physically that will help to increase your densities manner to bring you to the balance of the equilibrium that we seek and we need. uh Solomon, grand risings, thanks so much for coming through. Great day, great day. Love to all of you guys. I love you guys so much. I don't even know, I would not even take time to go over this. I really want you guys to understand, and hear this with your inner ear, knowing that with these times, you guys know, everyone that's like in tune with me, you guys know what's going on. But I'm just trying to inform you and give you ways that will actually help and enhance you. There are clarifications. Sis, what's up, sis? There are clarifications that we need to go through in order to cleanse ourselves. And by doing that, you have to start with the body. When doing that, that will actually help you to have a cleansed temple that can start to be rebuilt. If you don't break down and disseminate the things that are parasitic to your body and to your mind and to your spirit, you will not be able to build on a clean foundation. The foundation must be a balance in order to catch on to the vibrational frequency that will increase your level of spiritual enlightenment. When this happens, the light coding, there's binary coding in our body. The same thing that the computer systems are made off of, as I stated, will be the same things that you're tapped into because there's binary coding that our body system runs off of. With that binary coding, with them being able to tap into it via light frequencies, via vibrational frequencies, and tapping into the telekinesis via music, uh, TV shows, the computer. All these things are layways to weakening your vessel. So what we have to do is be careful what we're taking in, what we're bringing in, because the waveform information that is processed through your system and that's taken in through the portals of your skin, including your melanin, absorbing this information and making it a part of you. When your melanin absorbs this information is actually protruding into your mind to give you a physical state of being and placing you more into the physical realm. When you're thinking about the things that are actually going to elevate you, it is a mind's process to take you there. You have to develop your mind and be able to overcome things that will actually take you from a certain state of being. Now, when we're talking about the physical things that we're consuming and taking in, you all know that that's all of the entertainment aspects, all of the senses. So you have to be aware of what you're smelling, seeing, tasting, hearing. All these things lay weight into what is going to happen in the foundation of your temple, the temple of your mind, the temple of your soul. This temple is being manipulated, consumed, tapped into, and eradicated via different chemicals, biological warfare, light entities that actually come in through this realm. As I showed you in some of those pictures, I don't know if y'all saw it, but the entities actually coming through the moon portal, these are the negative ionic entities and parasitic entities that will attack you or attach to you if you are a weak vessel. If you're a low vibrational frequency vessel, you will be tapped into, believe it or not. You can be used, you can be manipulated to work against not only yourself, but against your family members, your children, your mate. We are tools and vessels that can be guided. And the only way that you can make sure that your vessel is being guided in the correct way and your vessel is being the ship that you are is riding the correct current and the sea of this life's flow is to make sure that you're purified, cleansing your mind, your body, and your soul, the holy trinity of truth, which is bringing spiritual enlightenment. These things will open up your mind to portals of all types of information, all types of binary coding, all types of information that will be unlocked through your mother cells. Some of these things I talk about, guys, I take my time to explain them so that you can look it up and verify for yourself. So, thinking about that, anything that I'm talking about, feel free to look it up, get some clarification for yourself because nothing comes clearer to the mind and sound thinking than visualizing it and coming upon that information, retrieving it, and actually internally. Rectifying it for your use. So we need to make sure that we're verifying information from anybody, anyone, even if you think it sounds good, it looks good, it is good, we need to verify information because you have to have the understanding for yourself. My understanding of what a fact is or what's going on or what needs to go on is what I know. Okay, this is coming from what I myself have learned, coming from what I myself have found to be prominent in my life. So I can give you a suggestion, I can give you a clue, I can give you a hint and let you know, hey, go ahead and try to fulfill yourself with these things, but until you do it and you step into that place and try to walk in those footsteps and align yourself with the proper balance, you're the only one that's going to be able to take that on. Nothing anyone else can show you, tell you, put into your mind. Nothing's going to work until you are actually able to implant that into your mind and your spirit and then project that as your truth. So, any information, guys, it's not always anything that may sound like it's beneficial to you. It may not be anything that sounds like it may come across as pertinent information. But when we hear things, it's up to us to consume that information, dissect it, and realize what parts of it we can use. A lot of times, information we think is useless, it comes into our path for a reason. It's up to you to disseminate what you need and how you can use it. Something may be useful for me, and it may not be useful for you, right? Another man's what's that saying? Another man's trash is another man's gain. Another woman's trash is another man's gain. However, that thing is that saying. I don't know if saying's too good, but I've heard that. And what it makes me think of is what is not good for one person is definitely good for the next. What's not useful for one person is definitely useful for another person. So my thing is, if I have something, I can take anything and turn it into something useful. I'm very creative. I like to use my mind and create things that are fundamental and useful and edifying to my mind, body, and my soul. And one man's God is another man's devil. I know that's right, sis. That's the fact of the matter as well, sis. I like that saying. So when it comes to that, we have to realize that what we think to be a fact or matter or a truth is not always someone else's fact, matter, or truth because we're going to have our own imposition or our own premise of what um what we're taking in. So someone could tell me something and that information may not be suitable for this person, but I'm going to make use out of it. So it's up to us to figure out what we are putting into our life, what we are consuming, what we are taking in, what's going to be developed or what can be developed to make something substantial, so on and so forth. What I'd like for us to do is just go through a simple detox. Try it for 5 days, guys. I want you guys to see that it will be beneficial to you. Most of the sisters and brothers I deal with, they're already on this. So they know what's going on. If you're a person that's not familiar with this and you're listening to this video, just take the time to do this. Take 5 days, cleanse yourself, and see the clarity that you'll come to in your mind. You'll be able to see the difference immediately. When I tell you that there is a different level of understanding when you're emitting clarity into your mind, when you're taking in and consuming certain things, these meats for one thing, as we talked about, the adrenochrome, the cannibalism of eating the flesh in itself, bringing a lower nature into your body, actually canceling the amino acids from being activated in your brain. This is what happens when you're consuming meat. That meat actually cancels the amino acids in your brain. So you're having cognitive dissonance dysfunction. There are things that are going on in your mental that causes the effects on your spiritual just from eating meat, guys. This is so pertinent, important. I talk about it all the time, but you have to understand. And when we're eating and consuming live foods, foods that give
pure energy. These things actually attack the parasitic natures that are in your body, and it will actually energize, like zap that stuff out of you. This is why when you're consuming the right things, fruits, vegetables, herbs, these things actually attack the parasites and they will burn them. They will literally like burn them. The energy will burn and consume these things and flush them out of your body. So this is why it's so important for you to consume life-giving food. You need to every day be taking in some fruits, some vegetables, purifying yourself with things that are going to cleanse you. Ginger, you can purchase ginger is so cheap. Turmeric is so cheap. Get a inch or two of turmeric. Um, Turmeric is very good for cleansing. It has antibody cleansing properties within it. So if you're having some intestinal issues, you consume some ginger and some turmeric tea. The ginger is going to help with the swelling, the inflammation within your intestine. The turmeric is going to help cleansing any parasitic creatures out of your system. So you can do that with your 5 day if you choose to. You can do turmeric, ginger, and lemon. If you try that each and every day and go through the process of no meat and eating your salads and consuming your fruits every day, you're going to see an amazing difference, right? So, this is what's important, guys. We have to take care of ourselves so our mind, body, and soul is in a perfect trinity, in a perfect harmony, in a perfect aura of pulling in the perfect light, pulling in the right energies, pulling in the right frequencies. Because when you're higher in nature, just like if you're low and you're able to be tapped into, when you're higher in nature, what you do is gravitate through your electromagnetism, the energies to you. There's a perfect energy flow that is drawn to you because you are a light that is burning. And when that light is burning and it is activated, there's electromagnetism that actually is drawn to you and that will pull in and actually elevate you and open other light codings into your body. It will open the codings that are coming down from your ancestors. It will open the codings that are coming down and give you information that will actually enlighten you for other areas. So we got to make sure that we are doing these things. I'm going to play something real quick, guys. I hope you guys can hear this. Take a quick break so I can make me a drink. I'll be right back. Maybe choppy. Y'all know me. Couldn't believe it. We fighting demons. I'm still undefeated. Couldn't believe it. I still couldn't see it. We fighting demons. I'm still undefeated. I couldn't believe it. Still couldn't see it. We fighting demons. I'm still undefeated. Fighting each other won't make us no stronger. Out of the blue. This a fire jam right here. I don't know if y'all can hear it. I hate this phone issue. I'm about to buy me a new computer. That's what I'm gonna do now. I done gave up on this thing. It's doing too much. I can't get nothing going when I want it. But yeah. All right, guys. So I just wanted to talk about that and get a little bit into the battle of the mind. With the battle of the mind, right? We are so uncognizant of the things that are going on because of the struggle we're going through, right? Because we have so many things that are battling with us. We're going through battles. We're trying to figure it out. We cannot see how to get our minds in the right places. And, there's so many different things. It's like, okay, I'm going through a battle, so I'm trying to help myself from the battle. But hey, I'm going to talk about a couple of things, right? When it comes to the living soul. Yes, elderberry. Talk about it, sis. Yes, I have my daughter taking that now because she's been having some issues with her sinuses and things. So, I give her 500. I'm sorry, actually 5,000 milligrams of elderberry every day, and she takes that, and it's been helping her. And you are so right, darling. I love elderberry. And when you're using elderberry, Empress, Goddess, make sure that you're using vitamin C and zinc, sweetheart. It actually helps with the absorption and being able to consume it into the body and make better use of it. When it comes to this, I wanted to talk real quickly, guys, about certain things, certain people that won't make progress for radical transformations because they do not like to change. People just don't like to change. They get so used to being stuck in what they're used to doing that they don't want to make changes. It's like a habit and things of that nature. They don't want to give up on what they used to do and all that type of stuff. So without radical transformation of the lower nature, no one will go anywhere. You will not elevate. And a sincere person who's just attempting to change often feels helpless against these things that fight against them. But you have to consider yourself to be a stronger person, being an individual that will be able to have the force to push and to get bind away things that aren't beneficial to you. So the regular spiritual practice and untiring selfless devices, right? Association with spiritual minded people is what you need to do. Strong determination to eradicate your ego. This is a powerful thing, but selfless will is developed when you eradicate the ego. We see so many issues of people with egos, right? That's something that's a battle in itself. The ego is what? The separation of the mind from the spirit. The ego tries to take over your spirit. The ego tries to conquer your spirit. The ego tries to manipulate your spirit into um asleep so that it can take over, right? And these are the things that we have to avoid when it comes to our daily life. Being so high in ego, being so self-righteous, things of that nature, right? So one must introspect and discover all their own weaknesses and their defects. You have to know what your defect is. You have to know your weakness. You have to be able to recognize that demon in order to attack it. Have you ever heard that? When we think about certain religious things and we hear different sayings, that is one. Look the demon in the face and he will flee. So yes, when you attack your demons, the things that are of lower nature within yourself, and you can let those things go when it comes to the ego, then you are able to transmit yourself from that lower nature to a higher nature. You're able at that point to demand um dedication to elevating yourself, right? Sometimes that old personality attempts to reestablish itself within yourself. These are the battles of the mind. In the Bible, when it talks about Jesus went through the temple and he went kicking everything over, I was telling the brothers this yesterday. That's just a prime example of the things in the battles of the mind when a person's consistently going through these things and they have to battle them. And it's a focus to be able to stay on the right track, right? It's a focus to try to make sure that we are illuminating ourselves in the right essence and not giving off dirty flames or smudges. Is the best way I can think of. Sometimes that old personality does try to reestablish itself, not only by bringing up old habits, bringing around other people, things of that nature. That's even after years of purifying yourself. I go through it. I've been attacked myself and been at a low state and been able to be manipulated, right? Self-support by the lower mind and will is what's going to help you to stay, stay there, right? Help you to be able to elevate to the state that you need to be and stay there by purifying yourself. The self-supportive by the lower mind and will, it will make the um the person more encourageable to do the things that they should do that'll be beneficial, be in the right places, taking in the right information, consuming the things that are only pertinent to growth, pertinent to light, pertinent to opening gateways and portals that have been blocked and closed, right? Identifying with the ego that a person has breaks all the rules and disciplines of a person. It revolts against everything, and a lot of times people wallow in self-justification and denying their faults and their defect. You can't be eradicated and being a perfect person, and there's not one perfect person here. So obviously you have faults. You have things that are that need to be justified within yourself, and you have to face those things, recognize those things, so on and so forth. If you don't, they won't ever change. That's a bit of the ego trying to keep you in that lower nature, right? A person may be unaware of the effects of his or her action. So when someone brings it to attention, don't be defensive. You have to take this information in, look at it and say, wait a minute, maybe I am acting this way and I can't see it because I'm on the inside, you know. For the intellect had to be cloudy of impurities for that person. These different parasites, these different entities that are being consumed and they pull into their body and they're bringing all these things in via the waveform, the five senses of their body. What happens is they are clouded with impurities. So there's that cloudy nature we talk about where it's an invisible line that you don't know where to cross because it's so cloudy. So this is a struggle people are going through all the time. So it's understandable, but you just have to make sure that you are doing things within yourself that are going to keep you in that state. It's the best way that I could put it. People are so self-willed and self-satisfying. They want to please themselves all the time. They're so worried about self other than others, and they don't see the error in their ways. And um, a person that's not straightforward can't keep any discipline in themselves, right? Because they're shaky. They're on a shaky ground. They aren't open to their own heart or put opening their hearts to others. So they can't be open to learning anything. They can't be open to anyone teaching them any type of truth other than what they feel is right or what they know, because they're only receptive to their own truth, right? That's the ego. The ego keeps them in a state where they only feel the need of justifying their truth, their reality, their facts. You know what I'm saying? These type of people, instead of making progress along life's path, what they end up doing is being stuck in that mirror I talk about, right? The mirror of their own creation. You know how when you step into a mirror, you're visualizing yourself and you can see certain things, so on and so forth. This is what happens in the mind, right? People are stuck a lot of times into the visual of their mind, that visual mirror that they have created. They've created this space by allowing certain things to come in, consuming foods, taking in certain things, so on and so forth. And these are the issues that they have sometimes when trying to find out what's going on with themselves. It's nothing they can do to help themselves deliberately because they can't open here to their heart to other people, so they can't be helped. They can't absorb any facts. They can't absorb any truth. Nothing can help anyone that deliberately shuts themselves down from the truth. If they closing their eyes from the truth, you can't help them, period. So it's up to them. Their mind has to be open to that. They have to be able to say, hey, I'm going to crash this mirror down and get rid of this creation because I want to build a new foundation of truth and I want this visual to be something else. They're stuck and stagnated in the place of being because of the impurities that are inside of them. Nothing can help a person who deliberately shuts themselves down. So when you hear a person going against you, you can't battle. Don't try to force your truth on them. I hear people arguing this, and that. I'm not gonna argue. I'm gonna say what I have to say. Do you absorb it, take it in, or you don't? If there's any recognition that something is wrong, and a person gives the slightest attempt to improve, or they're slightly receptive and their attitude has changed, or anything of that nature, then their errors can be corrected. When you see a person is inquisitive, they're inquiring about change, they're inquiring about certain things, they can be changed in their efforts, you know. So these are the people that you want to work with. You know that they're able to be bend bended is the best way I could say. You know, that wasn't a proper word, but hey, one who is frank with the way that they teach themselves, they'll start to realize Frank is being real, you know, being factual matter. You know, they'll realize the nature and the source of their own defects. And when they realize those things, they'll see this is something that's wrong. You know, I got to work on this. I see this as something. I see these things I'm doing in this way. I'm eating these type of foods. They've been harming my body. I got to make a change. When they start to see these things, these are the only way they'll start to improve their lives by bringing in the proper information, right? When it comes to emotions, we have to be careful of our emotions. Peace and love, young brother. Just popped in. I seen you. I just happened to look up, and there you go, young Ricky. I love your spirit, sweetheart. Um, we have to use sound and right reasoning in the mind, right? If you're unbalanced or you're having like, what can I say? Confused thoughts, erratic thinking, you know, stuff like that. What you have to do is make sure that you are eradicating your mind of those thoughts, right? And when you do that, you can have a freer will to be open to playing. That's like how can I say it? Like putty. You know how putty is? Play-Doh. My grandson loved that freaking I forgot what he called it. Oh, what is it? Slime. He want glitter slime, colored slime. I'm like, boy, but this it's like being pliable, right? Like putty. You want to be like putty. You want to be like clay. You want to be pliable, right? You want to be able to bend into perfect formation, and by doing that, you have to make yourself pliable, right? It's not always easy for a person to, I guess, um, make changes, right? When we get into habits or things that we do, so on and so forth, these habits actually can stagnate us, help us be in a place that we don't want to be. Let's talk about the mind a bit. I want to talk about emotions, but when it comes to emotions, that's pretty much all I can tell you. You know, be in control of your emotions. Keep yourself at a steady pace. Being erratic won't help anything. When you're erratic, going all over the place, you can't even think clearly. You can't even come with a perfect picture or a mindset to do anything that makes sense because your thoughts are all over this. Like energy in motion is what your emotions is. So that energy is just it's just everywhere. So just make sure you're doing that. Brother said he's trying to figure out how to take better control of manifesting. Oh yes, I'm gonna do a video on manifesting too. Maybe this week. I'll try and do it tomorrow if I have time. I have my grandbabies today. Depending on the time I have, I'll definitely try and do that manifestation. I talk about it a lot, but maybe we need to talk a bit about what you need to do to get that going. We definitely gonna do that, right? We're in a journey, right? Um, you have to know and be able to receive knowledge about your mind, right? Because it's separate. You know, the mind is separate from the soul. They work, they coincide, and this is why there's the applying and manipulation of that putty. That's that gray area, density in the mind, where you're able to be contained and controlled and things of that nature. The mind works with the brain, so this is why it's able to be applied. It is a physical element. It's not a spiritual element, right? We're on a journey through this everyday life. And what we're supposed to be doing is learning ways to improve and help ourselves, so on and so forth, right? We need to eliminate and get rid of total negative thoughts. You can wake up and be in a positive, a great space. Somebody can call you or come over, and next thing you know, you have all these negative energies around. You got negative thoughts and things of that nature. I'd be telling y'all, y'all cannot have people around you, especially right now. We are in the highest spiritual battle right now. So you got to be very careful I'm talking about even your mates. You know, your mate, people you're working with, your family. Be very careful of the people that you are letting around you. People are able to be manipulated. It's not that they're evil, right? What it is they are low vibrational frequency, low vibrational energy beings, and they're able to be tapped into so they can be clairvoyantly used and not even know it. So we have to make sure that we are keeping ourselves in higher states. So when it comes to negative thoughts, what they can do, they will assail and attack with a double force. You know, those things are hard on you. They like pound you, they beat you down. When a person is striving for righteousness, and they're trying to rid themselves of these things, this is the natural law of resistance that's going to come against you. If you're trying to get yourself to a higher nature, a higher state, elevate yourself, don't you think that the natural law of resistance will come against you? So you're going to have all types of spiritual battles, not only the normal, regular ones that you've been battling before you were taking this journey, but there are going to be other entities that are attacking you or trying to come and attack you through other things and through other people via other entities in this realm so that you can stay at that low realm. So you have to make sure that you are resisting that natural law by staying stable in your mind, by staying balanced, by not being obscured by things and getting off focus and going into low negative frequencies and things that people want to bring you down to, right? The very fact that our thoughts create a feeling of uneasiness when these things happen, it's a warning. So when you start to feel something that's negative, it's negative, you start to feel it. I mean, you can't tell me that you don't, unless you are totally disconnected from yourself, totally disconnected from your own thoughts and mind. You should have a feeling of uneasiness when these things start to happen, and that's your cue to get away, to escape. When you're starting to get these feelings that help you to elevate your mind to recognizing these things, um, this indicates your growth and maturity in those areas, right? You're having growth, you're having maturity in your mind, you're developing things that are going to actually enlighten you even more. So now you're elevating. These are things I'm talking about, that gas aspect, that Taurus field, per se. We coming up on 8. Yes, the 8-8 portal, sister. Yes. That's right, baby. That's right. I'm definitely gonna do. Oh, sis, I hope you come up on the video. I'm gonna do a video on the manifestation. We can talk about this. I love when people can talk about things with me, and it can improve the conversation, not just from my viewpoint. So yes, sis, when I do a manifestation video, please, please, please try and do it. I'm gonna try to do it at least maybe by the 6th or on the 7th. Okay, so let me finish what I was talking about. I kind of got lost in thought. Sister threw me. Listen, you threw a loophole, sis. Yes, that's some pertinent information. So yeah. Um, so our thoughts. What was I talking about? I want to make sure I get back to. Yes, sis. Yes, thank you, babe. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We want people to start manifesting. This is the time to ride that wave and get that frequency going. House of Nathan, great day, brother. Thanks for joining. Honors to you, brother. Yes, always. So resistance, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, the resistance. You got to be resistant to this, right? When you're resistant and you rebuild up the resistance, you know what happens, right? It's gonna go away, it's gonna perish, it's gonna be banished from you because you outshunned that. You resisted it enough by casting those negative thoughts and feelings away. And the negative thoughts, they can't stand with positive thoughts. The positive thoughts gonna shut it down. It's gonna kick it right in the ass, basically. You know what I'm saying? Um, However, they can't be driven out forcefully or suddenly, right? You have to subtly take that energy and remove it. I don't know if I did a video yesterday. Sister Alma's on there, and she gave a very in-depth way of doing it, and everything she said was 100% on point, totally correct. And eradicating energies and being able to move them and push them out and force them out can't happen. You have to be able to take it on, actually consume it, burn it up, and eradicate it that way. So keep that in mind. You can't drive them out forcefully or suddenly. You have to be able to create that balance in yourself that you are able to guide it in the right way. Maybe even absorb that energy and make it beneficially useful for yourself. You could do that as well, right? If you're not doing it in the proper or the correct way, they can turn against you with increased energy. therefore bringing on more negative energy if you are not careful of what you're doing. So be careful, making sure that you're in a positive place, making sure you're cleansing yourself, detoxifying yourself so that you don't have anything that any type of entity can attach to within your natural, pure realm. Because your ionosphere is high, these are the things that you're going to do that's going to make sure to eradicate these things, right? Because negative thoughts must be countered immediately with positive thoughts, right? So as soon as a negative thought comes in your mind, what do? You think about something else. You think about something positive. You do something positive. Do something for someone. Whatever it is that you need to do to eradicate that positivity back into your thought, your mind frame, right? Because ill thoughts are destroyed by the good thoughts. So if you're having a bad thought, a good thought come in. Somebody, as soon as somebody say something negative to you, you know what to do. Don't even pay no attention to it. You just boom, think about something positive. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to eradicate that nastiness and just get rid of it. Just flush that mess right out the way. Just like it's easy to stop a person at the gate. Somebody come to your door, you don't want to be bothered with them. What you gonna do? Stop? Nope, you can't come in. You can't. You can't. It's just that simple. Sorry, I'm too busy. I don't got time for you. It's easy to check the negative thought as soon as it arises. If you let it sit there, it's gonna build too. It's gonna just continue to build. Negativity brings negativity. Positivity breaks negativity. Right? Keep that in mind. That's oh, excuse me, guys. It could be nipped in the bud by just sustaining your spiritual practice. When you're on a positive plane in your spiritual nature, it's easy to sustain that with your spiritual practice. Your spiritual practice will be able to sustain your mind, help you elevate to a state where you have enough energy that will actually be able to use it in the right places. Dee Dee Alexander in the house. What's good, sister? How you doing, baby? Halito, baby. Yeah, so just keep that in mind, right? Keep in check of these emotions, right? And nipping that crap right in the bud. As soon as somebody come to you with something, it's happened to me. We would start talking about stuff. We don't mean to get negative, shoot, but we get drawn into that shit. And that's what happens. Something will come in and be like, look, this thought, and plant a thought in your mind. You start thinking about it now, you dwelling on it, talking about it, going on, da 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 da. No, we don't do that. Good actions and awareness of the misery arising in other people and the negativity in them is by those actions. When you're doing something positive, it's going to knock that out the way. When something being negative, people can't stand when you're being positive. The negative will actually turn around and, they won't know what to do with themselves. They're like, oh, let me just go with the flow. Yeah, take your ass on or come on and move with this movement. They know what to do. They know what's good. They know what's best. So what they'll start to do is maybe pull themselves into that magnetic ionosphere of positivity and start to eliminate their negativity. So make sure you're not feeding into it with them. Make sure you don't stay on that and you're allowed to stay elevated and not stand on that plane with them. You feel me? You feel me? Y'all know I say that a lot, right? I've been trying to get out of the habit of it because I used to say it so much, but it's what can I say? It's the way I feel. A lot of times people be like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? This and that. No, you feel me? I want y'all to feel me. You know what I'm saying? Feel me. Hatred, anger, things like that. These are like some of the hardest uh things that we fight. These are the hardest entities we fight. Hatred, envy, these type of things, anger. These things lower the vibrational frequency in your body like so bad, taking you down to like low levels. I have a chart that actually tells you, I can't pull it up right now because I'm gonna have problems. Obviously, every time I try to screen share, y'all, I get worse. You can't hear nothing I'm saying. It's just a battle. I'm gonna have to get me a new computer, and that's just that. The guy checked it, ran through it, said it's fine, but I don't know if it's the computer, what's going on, but I can never get anything going when I'm trying to get this information going. So it kind of annoys me. But it's okay. It leaves me a way to just think and, say what I'm feeling and what's on my mind and be able to express to you guys the things that I feel are pertinent, like right now. Whatever's on my mind, I'm sharing with you. You guys know I love to give of myself to you guys. I love sharing of my soul to you. Because those that are enlightened and awakened to the things I'm talking about, you feel this. That's why I'm like, you feel me. I know a person feels me when I'm speaking these words. It's literally hitting the melanin in your skin, the atoms that are coming out of my mouth, the photonic energy that I use to exude from the pit of my belly, where the fire exudes from, and I push it up from my stomach through all of the chakras of my body, and it protrudes through this portal of my mouth. I am pushing out fire, energy, emotion, you know? These atoms mean everything to me, and that's why I share of them to you, because I want them to hit you. Yes, yes, yes. It's a vibe. Yes, it's a vibe. Yes. Yes, Didi. She said she's happy that I'm doing a build today. I'm glad, babe, because you know what? I almost didn't. I just was thinking that, y'all know I always be telling you I'm just all over the dang place. I be thinking stuff all the time. Like literally, my mind does not stop. When I go to get some rest and I close my eyes and then I can leave this place and go into the astral realms and be able to take myself away from this. I am so relieved. Nobody even knows. Um, but yeah, I just feel it's important. Sis said that build on Monday was fire. Yes, baby. She said she back to listen again. Yes, sis, I love you, baby. I love y'all. When I'm appreciated, that just makes me want to do more. That's actually what made me feel encouraged to jump up here today, Dee Dee. I was thinking about the build the other day. I said, wow, I took like my whole day. There was like four things I had to do Monday. I didn't do, right? It doesn't matter because we're not about the time of this realm, right? I'm on my own time. Everybody know I say that all the time. I do what I want to do and I want to do it. Who don't like it, I don't care. So listen, this is that day, right? It was so great. And there were so many awesome um panelists that we were able to bounce off each other with that information, like you said, since it was a great build. I loved it. That's why I could not tear myself away from it. I kept saying, okay, oh my gosh, it's 4 hours. I know I was only gonna be on here for like 2 hours, maybe three at the most. Oh man, it's 5 hours now. I'm like, okay, we about to end this soon. Then the computer started acting up. I'm like, let me fix this. The brother went in and he pulled the information up. Then, they were going for a while. I'm like, oh man. I said, I gotta stay on for a little while longer. And man, that just was crazy. I just couldn't get off. I hated to get off even then, but I just had to at least go handle one thing because it had gotten so late, like from morning to that whole evening. It was crazy. So yes, yes, yes. This is great. I love it. I love the encouragement. It just made me feel so good to know that people are getting information. A lot of times I'm just all over the place. I'm erratically thinking in my mind. My emotions are so highly strong, as you guys know. I'm all over the place. I'm just zing, 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 zing. So I have a lot of thoughts, a lot of things on my mind. When I jumped up there, it was about one particular thing that my cousin had brought to me, some information on this KKK stuff, and then everything else started going from there. So um I definitely want to make sure that I am pouring of myself all the time, pouring and giving myself my energy, my atomic nature that I have because I continue to grow within all the time. So I'm able to share. I don't mind sharing. Copper Tone TV, what's good, brother? You had a live yesterday. I missed it. By the time I got back, I saw it was live. It said it was live, but you wasn't. I don't know what happened, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get back to it, guys. What was I talking about? Oh, see there? See how I do y'all? I'm just going on and on and on and on. Hey, it don't stop to the break of dawn. We go on and on and on and on. Okay. But yeah, let's you was like you said, oh, you said you was I thought you said you was live, sis was like I was like, ooh, yes, baby. Let's pop it off. It feels so good, man. And when my brothers and sisters were up there, it just helped me even more. I just that energy, the energy. So, oh my gosh, let me talk about that real quick. Since it came up, that's what I was talking about. We were talking about the flow and the energy and being able to place it in the right places, so on and so forth. So yeah, when it came to the panel, right, all the energy that was on there flowing, there was so much good energy. Everybody was giving out positive, pertinent information. So the light that was on the panel that day was so bright. This is why I couldn't disconnect from it. It was just drawing me in. The energy was so Oh my gosh, it was just the magnetism of the energy in itself that was on the panel that day. It just kept me there, and this is why I couldn't disconnect. Right? It'd be so hard to pull away from that. And in the same way that that happened with me, right? This is what happens with negative energy, guys. Sometimes that negative energy is like you don't want to be pulled into it, but because it's there, it continues to grow. And if you're feeding into it and you don't disseminate it at that exact moment and just tear it down and burn it up, it's going to grow, 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 grow. And this is why we have these issues, right? Mm. So remember that when a person is striving for, doing better and having better and stuff like that, these things are going to try and come in to try to, take you to, worse places. So you don't have to be consumed by that stuff. You eradicate it and make yourself able to go to a better place. And that's the best thing that I can say. Um, let's talk about a little bit more on that with the thoughts. So ill thoughts, they can destroy good thoughts, right? So good thoughts can destroy ill thoughts. So you have to have the powerful thoughts. The more powerful in nature that you are in your life, the easier it is for you to knock that stuff out. Like greed, lust, these things are insatiable things, right? We talked about hatred and anger and how they lower your vibration, greed, lust, insatiable things that are inside of us that feed. These are entities. These are parasitic entities, believe it or not, guys. The things that are trying to lower you by taking you into other things. Greed, the love of money, lust, the love of sex. There's nothing wrong with sex, with the person or being intimate, sharing and, building that organic energy that actually helps to elevate you. But when it comes to lust, that's of the flesh. That's not a spiritual thing. You're not seeking power or energies from organic energy flow of reaching those orgasms and that heightened level of energy that you share. That's totally different. That's what we're supposed to be doing. When it comes to lust, this is after the flesh. That's of the flesh. So that's what makes it a hard entity or parasite to get rid of, because it's almost like it's an insatiable appetite. If you don't have enough strength or energies within yourself to control or contain yourself, you'll fall victim to anything. You will fall victim to anything. So what you have to do is make sure you're strong enough to knock those things down. You know, it may be temporary. It may, be something like, oh, I felt weak. I felt this or that. No, it's not temporary. You're letting yourself go there. So you have to be a stronger person. It's a contagious disease and it affects one person after another. One person is negative, you pass it on to the next person. Someone's carrying a parasite or entity, they pass it on to the next one, so on and so forth. These are the things that are going on in the natural life. We don't see it in the spiritual realm because we're just looking at, oh, this is going on. Oh, I see my friend, or this and that. People don't realize that we're going through these battles. So when you're going through these battles, if you're not prepared, what's gonna happen? You're gonna fall victim to them, right? People shouldn't have contempt. They shouldn't be judging people, having prejudice against people, ridiculing others. All these are various, I guess, modes of hatred, operational hatred that you're putting within yourself when you're feeling this way about other people, right? We cannot have animosity toward people. We can't have hatred toward people, contempt, like, oh, they getting on my nerves. I mean, I felt like that myself. I'm not gonna lie. I can't lie. But we can't dwell on these types of things. It's not good for you. It's not good for your being. It's not gonna help you beneficially. What does it do for you when you're hating another person? What does it do for you when you have contempt to another person, when you letting them get on your nerves? Nothing but get on your nerves, because shit, they don't care. They not thinking about it. They don't know. If they do know, they still don't care. Infatuation and attachment to things are serious obstacles for people. Infatuation with money, infatuation with material things, infatuation with lust. They're very powerful on intention against your spirit nature. They weaken the vessel when you fall victim to these things. Sorry, guys, taking a sip real quick. All right, so so we have wars that are perpetuated for power, right? We know that these wars, it's not about the things that they always say on the news. Oh, they're attacking us, this and that. So it's a war. That no, no, wars are about power. Wars about people not having any kind of moral character, right? People are killed each and every year through wars, like millions of people. And do you think that they care? People don't care. They continuously make wars every year. Every time you turn around, there's some type of war again. Some war over here, war over there. But if their family member or person in their family that they're close to, because it's somebody that is their family member, something that is theirs, a part of them, they would be concerned. But they're not thinking about other people that are concerned about that. They separate their mind from the rest of the world, and spiritually are disconnected or disassociated with anything that is life's true process of getting them to the right place, because they are stagnated and staying in a mind state of selfishness. Selflessness is what you need to have. Yeah, I've been trying to, I have to do something, guys. I have a few things I have to do. I did want to chat a little bit more. Um, Man, I'm hoping I can get back a little later, guys. I don't know if you guys are able to tune in later. Um, Sis says she's still listening. Dang, sis, yeah, I gotta get ready to go, sis. I gotta handle a couple of things. I wish somebody else would go live, one of my brothers or sisters, and bring this topic back up, and we could talk about it some more, because I can jump on the panel. Peace and wisdom, bro. You came when I'm getting ready to get out of here. um, yeah, so we can talk about this more, because I'm open to talking a little bit more about this. I definitely want to right now, but I do have to handle a little business. A lot of times I disassociate myself from the things I need to handle when it comes to what's important to me, and I can't do that all the time. So today I just have to get on do a couple of things. I will be able to jump on the live, one of my brothers or something go live. I can jump on the panel. I just can't handle holding on to the phone and do what I need to do right now in managing this particular live. But what do let me say, something was on my mind a second ago. I don't want to forget though, because I do want to talk about a couple of things. We're gonna talk about the soul itself this afternoon, or it may be a little later this evening, guys. Hopefully I have the time. We definitely got to talk about that. We're gonna talk about the soul. Um, yeah, we need to talk about that. We need to talk about the higher senses, because we're always talking about hearing, taste, smelling, what we feel, the sight. But there's something that we're unaware of, and we need to talk about, that's keeping us trapped in a state of an effect that we should not be in right now. And I may get into that today. It may go into a deeper conversation. So if not today, tomorrow. But I definitely want to finish up what we were just talking about earlier. And yeah, but I got to get out of here right now, guys. Peace and love, blessings to everyone. Anybody go live, I'll jump up, on the panel. We could chit chat a little bit, but I'm going to be in motion. So just so you know, but guys, I love you guys so much. I hate that I got to end this now. This is another one. See, every time I get to doing something, if I hadn't had those issues, the technical issues earlier, I could at least win a few more minutes. Could would have been a little more information. This is what happens all the time, trying to disseminate my information and things of that nature. Thank you, baby. I appreciate it. I need to enjoy my day. I'm finna do a little bit of running around, go share some smiles and things of that nature. And what? Hold on, guys. 1 second. I may have a few more minutes. My daughter's actually saying something. Just a minute. All right, guys. So yes, I got a few more minutes here, maybe about five. My daughter's doing something. We have to go handle something real quick, and she's about ready. So what we got to do, guys? Dang it! Now I lost my thought. Literally, clearly thinking about what I was going to do live on later. Thinking about what my daughter was telling me. Thinking about what I got to run to do real quick. Thinking about, yo, listen. What I told y'all, I'm just erratic sometimes. I have to calm myself down. Um, I don't know if you guys had a chance to see the beginning of this video. If you didn't, if you have time right now, please rewind and go back to the beginning. I want you to see the pictures. I know that Mind's Eye and J Mind them said that it was a bit choppy, right? So it was kind of choppy, guys. I'm so sorry. It was this stupid computer, but that's the only way I can share the screen is by going through my computer. So the pictures that I showed earlier. I showed some pics of the triple sun, the double moon. I showed you guys the moon portals opening. If you didn't see the beginning of this video, go back. The moon portals opening. I showed the disseminated pictures of the clouds showing like three of them, 3 dimensions, 4 dimensions. I'm trying to think of everything I showed. So when you guys look at this, you'll actually see what I was trying to show you if you couldn't hear what I was saying. There were some pictures that actually show the heavens opening up. There was one particular picture. There's a beam of light that just literally shows the energies in the portal opening up through the clouds, even though they tried to cover it up with the harp clouds, the terraform clouds, and the sun was shining that day. You could see literally the portal open behind the entire sky. It was crazy. Yeah, go back to the first 30 minutes, Solomon, because oh my goodness, I showed some deep pics, bro. I showed pictures of the corona sky. You guys are gonna see the gold corona sky. Do you remember I talked to you guys a few months ago? I don't know everybody that's on here that may or may not have seen that video, but I really went over the information about the corona. I literally broke down the corona, what the corona is. The corona is the corona gold sky, the gold sky, the gold around the sky is the corona. We are moving into the golden corona area. If you can recall years back, they used to be like, we're coming into the golden age, the golden age, the golden age. That is what the golden age was, guys. They were talking about the golden age, which is the corona gold sun. There is a golden sun, corona, that is the phase that we're going through because everything has been opening up in the atmosphere. The ionosphere is being split. They have been trying to cover it up. The simulation right now with the fake blue skies, the fake sun, the sun that you are seeing. There is a sun. I see the real sun and I see the fake sun, but there's a fake blue sky. There's a fake sun. The moon portal is bringing in these entities that are actually doing a spiritual battle and warfare against us right now. We also have ancestors that have come into the realm to help with this battle for us. So we are not alone. We are not fighting by ourselves. We are not fighting these entities by ourselves. I may actually even show that. I mean, I've shown one or two of the pics before, but I may have to show you guys the battle that is going on right now with our ancestors and these entities where they kicking their ass. Like literally, all bullshit aside, I'm gonna be quite honest. Like it's so much deeper and real shit I don't talk to you guys about because I'm so scared that people will think this is like some craziness. But the pictures in themselves show you. And these pictures are visuals from my eye to yours. Okay. We're just going to say it like that. Period. Talk about it, sis. Period. That's how my baby said. My baby like, period. My baby say, period. So, yes, look through those pictures. Y'all are going to see the double suns, the triple suns, the double moons. You also be able to see one of the moon pictures where the portal was opened. Soon as the portal opened, I started taking a pic, and you can see the Ceres star. That's a fantastic pic. I even zoomed in on it. You can see the moon portal pics I showed you guys, literally showing you how my camera tried to change the telescope lens on my phone's camera to not show the portals opening, and my portal the portals were opening, and my phone was like, hell no, no CGI today. Click, click, flicked it right from the CGI back to the open portals. Did y'all see that? Y'all better go back and look at them pics. think about what I'm saying and you see it, you're gonna be like, what the heck? But yeah, it's real. And if you didn't see it or don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. You got a lot more cleansing to do than I thought you people might need. You got a lot of purification to go through if you do not see any of the stuff that I showed y'all in those pictures as being confirmation of everything that Sister Soul tells you, right? Sister, no, sister, I know she on it. She on the same realm. She been there. She done that. Me and sis be talking about it all the time. So y'all go back, check out them pictures. And when I come back with the next live, you know what? That's what I think I'm gonna do the next live. I'm gonna have to show y'all these pictures. I want y'all to see that. I don't give a damn if this computer acting stupid. I may not be able to talk. Just let y'all know if I come on and I'm doing the eradication of of this shit to bring it to the forefront. I want y'all to know you may not be able to hear because this computer acts stupid every time I bring these pictures up. It do not want to let me get anything shown. So what I'll probably be able to do is show the pics and I won't be able to talk. It's gonna sound choppy. You won't be able to hear all that stuff. So what we're gonna do, the next video I'm gonna show you guys. So make sure you're ready. A digital camera, and you know what? Digital cameras pick it up too. You're right, Solomon, because what happens is with the digital camera, they have the higher frequency and they have infrared frequency. Infrared frequency it will pick up the entities and light information or light that you can't see with the visible eye. So yeah, exactly that. So yeah, that's what our next video gonna be on. Y'all make sure y'all come back so we can do a part two with this. Y'all gonna know where we left off on. And when I start showing y'all these things and the battle, the spiritual warfare that we're going through, y'all gonna know. It's not just in my mind, but it's in your mind too. All right, guys, I'm out. I love you all so much. I hate to go right now, but I definitely gotta go. I extended my time. Um, but I love you guys so much. Hopefully, I'll see you in the YouTube streets on another panel. One of the brothers may be live now while I'm live. I don't know. I'll jump on there if I can once I get going. And if not, we'll just continue with the part two of that. I'll show you guys the spiritual battles we're going through and how our ancestors are literally fighting this shit right now. And they kicking ass for us, for real, for real. All right, guys, make sure you're doing something good. I'm about to do that right now. Go out, Mom. It's a hot one here in Texas. Hot as hell. It's been like 110, 112 degrees for the last couple of weeks, so on and so forth. So, yeah, getting some water, passing out waters and some snacks and things of that nature to the people that are begging for money. I don't know if they want to get drugs or something, but I'm gonna give them something they need. But yeah, do something good for somebody, guys. Give some positive emotions, positive energy, things of that nature, and make sure you just being good to yourself. Treat yourself good. Start to eradicate parasites, nasty entities, nanoparticles, EMFs, radiation, all these things from your body by doing a deep detox. If you do not, actually, let me put it out here. Shoot, I don't advertise, but this, I mean, this for you. If you want it. If you're interested, you can go to my page. If you're not familiar, like, well, hey, what can I do? Let's see. If you're not sure, like, what can I do? How can I get this process going with the detox? You guys can take my email as well. Hit me in my email personally if you'd like to, and you can get we can go over a brief consult to see if it's something that you need to do. If you can just do a simple detox via some herbs and things that you have at home. I don't mind helping. You don't have to buy these herbs from me. I only offer them to the people that don't really have a way to get this right or organize themselves to follow a correct diet plan and trying to help people with their lives and helping them with their health and rebuilding their structure from the inside out. I have a pain away oil as well on my site. The pain away oil is a cell rejuvenator. It works for anything, arthritis, gout, inflammation. Huey used it for his son. He said it works for his son's issues with his cells. So it's cell rejuvenating. Good for cough, sore throat, pain, baby's teething, toothache, earache, headache. I mean, anything you can name really works. So, yeah, make sure you guys do that. Go on the page and check it out. Even if you want to look and or see what I have to offer, and then you can hit my email, ask a question or two. I have a 5-day detox, 11-day detox, and a 21-day detox. So it depends on what you're interested in. And if you're having a problem with purchasing some, but you really need it, definitely hit my email. I actually help with offering my products with just a donation, paying for your shipping and handling if you really can't afford it and you need it. But don't try to take advantage of my generosity, because people that do that, they usually, don't have a good outcome. I'm just telling the truth. People try to take advantage of me, and hey, the shit backfire on them all the time. I'm telling you the truth. I'm gonna have people come back to me and tell me, "Oh man, sis, I did this and that. I was feeling so guilty." Da da da. Let me tell you, yeah, I already knew. But yeah, anyway, guys, I love you guys so much, and make sure if you have any questions, you are back here with us on this on this part two of this information, so that we can go over there and I can show you guys what's going on in the balance. All right, guys, show some love, energy, and honor to anybody that you walk past today, and just showing good nature, showing people that it's nice to be loving and kind, and not feeding into negative energies and things of that nature. Peace. I'm out.